record this for everybody that's not available to be here today. And we had some technical glitches as well. Luckily, Cole here is able to join us. Thank you so much for joining today, Cole. I'm hoping to
Oh,
see everybody next week, though. Okay, so today I actually just want to chat to you about what we've envisioned with this. It's a sort of a type of a coaching, teaching type of thing. And then we're going to teach a few value-driven contents. And then there's going to be like a Q&A type of thing where you can ask any questions, anything related to what I just shared, or anything else that you're struggling with. And you're more than welcome to jump in between, put your messages in the chat, put your hand up, chat to me. I'm more than be able to answer any questions in between. So this is a weekly group coaching we have just kicked off at last. We have been a bit busy with everybody's content, so this is great just to actually kick off this weekly coaching. What we want to do with this coaching is a few things. So our vision with this is actually to provide you, first of all, with content that you can apply anywhere in your daily tasks or whatever you need to do in marketing to grow your sales, to get more lead generation, to create your funnels, whatever that may be. And then, of course, as well, to create a community, but not just any community, actually a real strong community of contacts. So if you know you need a salesperson, or you need somebody to help you with lead generation, or you need a graphic designer, or you need somebody to teach you to be a leader, we have all those type of people in our community, and we just want to connect you guys so that you can say, okay, well, I've got 100 leads. I have 5,000 leads. Can we help each other? Can we build a bigger community together and build this together? Or can you just help me? I just need help with X, Y, and Z and do that. So that's something important that I want to build as well. It is a very strong community where we can help each other and experts help each other, not just anyone saying they are an expert. So that's very important. Support, of course, is super important because you do run into issues. You do quickly just need an answer, or you're struggling with something, or you're stuck, or you're halfway in a situation and you need some help. So that is why we want to build this community as well, and why I want to be there as well. So whenever you're stuck, the lines are open. Pop me an email. I love WhatsApp, of course. I'm on Facebook Messenger, wherever. Just like pop me a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Of course, we are busy as well, but and then just ask whatever you need, or if you want assistance, or if you're stuck with something. That is why we are here, to actually help customers and to help other people grow. And then the last thing is actually a place to connect for partnerships. And that's something I mentioned together with the community as well. But that's very important. So whenever you want to do a joint venture, one time I promote you, next time you promote me. And I'm saying me, but whoever is in the community. So a leadership program might want to promote a sales course, or whatever type of thing. So it's very important to help each other out and to build our communities together, not to just be competition to each other, but actually to help each other grow. So that is very important. And that's where I want this community to grow to. So as you can see, those of you who have actually looked at my email or my Facebook posts, etc., I have been quite busy just doing fulfillments. I've been working on other clients' pages and communities and newsletters and blogs and funnels and everything else. And I haven't really had the time to build my brand experts community because I love fulfilling. So I'm actually here today to actually start this journey, especially, I don't know if any of you watched Alex Hormozy. Cole, did you maybe watch it over the weekend, his webinar? Alex
no, I didn't. That was my bad.
A lot of people haven't, but it was just a thing as well. To like the last month, he has been so focused to actually just provide value, and everybody just pitched. And it was such a big community that I think within 20 minutes he sold 2/3 of his book. It just sold out.
Mm.
So, and
Oh,
that
that's
was,
impressive.
it is quite impressive, right? And there's nothing that stops us to do actually exactly the same. So we just need to start actually rolling the ball. Now, I don't know about you, Carl, but sometimes life happens and you get busy in actually fulfillment or doing the work and you don't actually get to your community. How true is that to you? Are you on there on a regular basis? Are you
Mm.
building a community? Are you slow? What's happening in your situation?
Yeah, I think for me it's the same. I get focused on, you know, the trading aspect of things, and then the course building, and then I have a few students, so I work with them, and then at the end of the day I sort of forget about, oh, I forgot to post today, or reach out to, other members of the community that I'm trying to build. So I'm trying to make a valiant effort to, review everything on the weekend and say, okay, well, what do I have to do? And I try and make a plan for the week, and I try and tick them off. But unfortunately, it tends to be the community building that is the last on the list.
And it is because it's not something you're passionate about, right? You're passionate about the actual trading and providing that information. Call maybe just for everybody else watching the recording, just tell them what you do and the company you're busy building as well in the community.
Okay, so I've been a a trader for probably about 25 years, and um, I used to do it along with engineering at the same time, because in Canada, engineering, especially oil and gas engineering, is not very stable, and I would find that there was, times where the bottom would fall out of the market, and the companies in Calgary would lay everybody off, and everybody be scrambling for months on end. So I took up trading. There was a group of us that worked in oil and gas, and we sort of all did the same thing. And I was the one that sort of took it a little further. And we had the financial crisis in 2007 and 8, where I sort of um, took it to the next level, and I created a company so that I could trade out of a company rather than me personally. And then when everybody got laid off, I just went to trading. And for me, I enjoyed that. I traded full time for quite some time, and I started helping others. I taught people how to trade and how to do what I did, and how to make some money to sort of alleviate that stress of being unemployed. Um, and then it kind of went up and down from there. I never really put together a course. I just sort of helped people with what I knew, and when they had questions, I helped them out, and I never charged anybody. And I had people say to me, "Oh, well, you should charge for a course or make a course or stuff like that." And I didn't. It was that, the imposter syndrome that everybody seems to get. And I was like, oh, no, once you start doing that, it kind of changes the dynamic of, or that's what I thought, it would change the dynamic of how I felt about teaching. And then COVID hit, and everybody sort of went through the same thing. And I thought, this is getting ridiculous. We've had a financial crisis in 2008. You had the oil market crash that started in 2014, 2015. And then now you've got COVID, and there's thousands upon thousands of people unemployed in Alberta. I think about 125,000 people lost their jobs, and I thought, there's got to be a better way. Like, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people have this same thing. Do we are we passionate about what we do? Do we go to a 9 to 5 job and say, well, I'm just going to go because I don't have any other choices? So then I put together this basic trading course. And then I thought, at least if I can show people that they can have the ability to um, make a little bit of money on the side, and you don't have to quit your job and and be a full-time trader, but if you understand how the market works and how to read chart patterns and stuff like that, you can make a decent amount of money on the side. And how would a couple $100 a week change your life, or 400 or 500 or $1,000? How would that extra money change your life? Would that put you on a different path? Would you be able to take on work or jobs that you really, really enjoy? So that's kind of where I started. And then I kind of branched off into young people as well. I've got two young girls, and they see me on the computer all the time, and they decided to, well, what do you do? And I started teaching them how to do it. And then I put together a course that just focuses on young kids as well. And I've been lucky to go into a couple of schools and teach it live, and the feedback from the teachers and whatnot has been extremely positive. So I kind of go into the schools and do that for free as a sort of way of giving back. But I do have a introductory stocks for kids course, and that's been received really well, because kids don't learn about this stuff. I didn't until I was much older. So at least if we plant that little seed early, we'll see what it grows into when they get older. So
Yes. And that's
that's
perfect.
it in a nutshell.
No, that's perfect. And that goes the same even for adults. You would think adults goes and it's like, okay, I need X, Y, and Z. I need to go and search for X, Y, and Z and uh, just just doing it over with. But sometimes we need a little seed. Sometimes we don't know better. It's the same
Hmm.
like you're saying. Maybe you can do with the extra few $100 a month. Maybe you can do with a lot more. It depends on how much time and effort you put into
Yeah,
what you're going to do, what you're going to get out. But if you
yeah,
don't know, you don't know. And
yeah.
that's quite important. And today's journey is actually how to plant more seeds into more people, so that they know and actually is interested in you. And not just you, because there might be, how many people are there that's doing what you're doing, Carl? It's like probably thousands or millions or hundreds or,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we,
There's quite. Oh, sorry.
no, continue.
No, I think there's quite a few um, that do teach courses and stuff out there, and that was one of the points that I struggled with at the beginning. Well, what makes me different from other people? And I think at the end of the day, um, I just want to provide a service to people. I mean, I've been trading for a long time, and as a trader, you don't really contribute to anything. When I'm in engineering, I build stuff, or I design stuff, or big plants, or whatever it happens to be. But as a trader, there isn't that. So this is kind of my way of thinking, well, if I can help a few people, then I'm okay with that.
Yes. And especially since you're doing it yourself, you're actually an expert because you wouldn't have been doing this if it doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have found another engineering job. But this is actually working. You're providing to your family. You've got two kids. This is your full-time occupation right now. Am I correct in saying that? Sort of.
Yeah. 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 It does allow me to do stuff. So, every once in a while, a small engineering job comes up, and, if I like it, then, I can think, oh, that would be, groundbreaking, or change something. Hey, I can participate in that for, a couple of months. It doesn't impact anything else that I'm doing. Um, and then I don't worry about money. I don't have to haggle for a salary, or, I can just say, these are my terms. I'm going to work this block of hours. And, if you want me on your project, great. If you don't, hey, that's okay.
And that is actually why we usually are entrepreneurs, or we are business owners, or we have our own business. It's because we want to do what we like. Well, most of it, yes, there are other things that we have to do, unfortunately, and we'll have to put other hats on, or somebody in our business needs to put those hats on for us. And but that's the thing, you don't want to work a 9 to 5. You do want to do what you love. You do want to take off whenever you can. You do want to run a successful business and be happy. And I think that's what we all want, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so unluckily, one of the hats we don't want to wear is social media or growing a business and actually speaking and selling to other people. But there's way to do it with other people, or maybe freelancing it out or outsourcing it out or whatever. But we're just going to look at the steps. So I'm just going to share my screen quickly and we'll do a bit of training. And then afterwards, we can have a few questions and answers. We probably might not even get through everything, and that's perfectly fine as well. We can just continue next week. Okay, so today is going to be about unlocking growth in sales and leads. So to leverage proven strategies and cutting edge tactics to skyrocket sales with an existing audience, or to ignite lead generation for your new venture. So this can be either or. So you might be one of those people that already has a community. You already have your offers ready. You already have something. Or it might be a new venture that you already have another community, but you're doing something new, or you might just be starting out from scratch. So these will encompass everything. It's just, you just need to nitpick how to actually do this. So just to, again, so either you're scaling an existing business, so you have an offer, you have a following, and you have clients, right? And you want to 2x or 10x or 20x or 100x, if we're really getting big numbers, your business. Or you're just kickstarting a new venture. Either you just have a new offer, or you have an entire new venture, or even a new business, or you just have a new client avatar that you want to tackle. So you already have an offer and you just want to broaden your clients. So the goal for each is actually to make consistent leads and sales. There are two ways to actually do this. If we're looking at the scaling of an existing business, we can do offer optimization, maybe just refining your offer or repositioning it. We can do more audience engagement, because sometimes when we get too big, we forget to actually engage with the audience and utilize our funnels. We can do client expansion, especially with AI-driven solutions. There's way to identify where we can do upsells or cross-selling, etc. We can do a lead generation boost, leveraging ClickFunnels and known, like, and trust email sequences if those are in place, or maybe just updating them, because that sometimes happens as well. And then our sales acceleration. So we can craft compelling sales offers and pitches using proven strategies to 2x or even 10x your sales. Now, on the kickstarting side, we have an offer creation. So sometimes you actually just need to sit down and really craft an irresistible offer, like something that you know that other people can't just pass by. Audience building is something big, and that's why we look at social media and all types of other things, because you need people to actually buy the thing. Even if you have an irresistible offer, if you don't have somebody to sell it to, you can't make sales. And that goes for lead generation as well. So you need to set up a consistent lead generation sequence, basically using AI or funnels or some type of tool. You've got sales strategy development. So once you have your offer, you have an offer, you have your offer, you have an audience. Now you need to actually sell. Now, if you're not good at sales, you won't make the sales. So you either need to work with webinars or funnels, or actually do one-on-one selling, or get somebody else to come and help and do your sales. But that is where the sales strategy is very important. And you must remember that sustainable growth. You can't do 1 month great and the next month nothing, and the next month like halfway. So we just need to keep on growing, and that is quite important. Now, how to increase leads and sales. So here's just a few tidbits that I have taken over the years of new clients, and Russell Brunson, Alex Hormozy, and whoever as well. And these are just some of the most important things. If you really want to grow and you want to increase, are you doing the following? And if you aren't doing all of them, then if I were you, I would start making a choice to start doing one of them. If you're doing 2 of them, can you start doing a 3rd one? But this is quite important to actually increase your leads and sales. So first of all, how many new connections are you making a day? Can you make 100 new connections? Now, remember, this can be for new connections to do a joint venture or affiliate partnering, or just to prospects or old clients. But are you making 100 new connections a day? Okay. Next, what you're currently doing and is working. If you already have sales and you're making slow but constant sales, what is it that you're doing that's making that sales? And can you actually 10x that? So if you're making sales through cold calling, can you 10x that, or even double that? Can you find somebody else to also help make new sales calls? If you're reaching out on Facebook groups or on DMs or on email marketing and actually making a few sales, can you increase that? Is there a way to increase that? If you're working with an affiliate partner, can you go and try and find 10 other affiliate partners to work with or joint ventures with? So what is working in your business currently, and can you 10x that? And if you can, start doing that process. Okay. If you already have an offer, can you add any upsells or sell something similar to your current clients that they would still like? So if you have an email list of, I'm going to use small numbers, but of 50 people that's buying something, that already bought something from you, can you go back to that 50 people and sell them something as an upsell? Can you go and upsell them to coaching or to another product that's similar but that can enhance the first product, or one-on-one sessions or group sessions or a community-based, anything like that? See what you're already offering and what you can add to actually increase that offer or make them come back or keep you on reselling to them. So that's very important as well. The next one is, can you increase your monthly revenue by adding a membership type of offer? So a lot of us just do a once-off offer. You sell it once off, you do the service or you do the fulfillment or you deliver the product, and that's it. But is there something that you can attach to your product or sell independently that gives you a monthly revenue, like a membership type of thing? Can you monthly provide a newsletter with information? Can you, if you're doing a product, can you monthly provide them with a random package? It does include shipping, etc., as well. But there are so many other avenues that you can pursue when you're actually doing a membership type of thing. So keep that in mind. And then, last of all, how is your retention of the clients? Do they come back? Do they refer other people? And if not, if they don't do any of those things, what is the problem? First of all, is it your process? Is it the quality? Is it the service they're getting? Or don't you simply have something else to offer them? So these are very important. If you can, grab a screenshot or make some notes, but these are very, very important with any business that's growing. Okay. So, sorry, Carl, you're the only one, but you don't have to answer me. But what I actually want to know is, who here has a call to action on all your content? Everything that you're putting out, do you have a call to action? And with a call to action, I mean, is like, subscribe, go here, buy here, see the offer here, grab this here, grab my free thing here. Some type of call to action. Every piece of content, whether it's in the description, in the comments, in the actual content, do you have it? If not, try starting to implement this. Okay. Next, who has a call to action on all their social media platforms, profiles? So this is in your bio, right? You can usually have a link there. You can have a little bio description. And if you're actually selling a company and not your own, does your business page have this? Does your business page somewhere on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or wherever, do you have a business page that actually has a call to action? This includes your website as well, or a funnel, or wherever you're sending them. Okay. Is it clear on social media banners, like LinkedIn banner at the top, your Instagram profile banner, Facebook banners, anywhere, TikTok banners? Is it somewhere very clear what you want people to go and do? Do you want to join? You want them to join a program, or do you want to send them to a free lead magnet, or get them to book a call, a free call, or book an application? Is that clear? If somebody's looking at your profile or your business profile, would they know what you want them to do? If not, this might be something that you need to look at. Okay. Then, are you providing some sort of value-driven content or a lead magnet, which is sort of the same thing? It depends on how you look at it. So, are you giving out content? Are you doing, for instance, if you're doing YouTube, because we're not all doing all the social media platforms, but if you're doing YouTube, are you providing content? If you're on social media like Facebook or Instagram, are you providing some type of content, like really value-driven content? And with value-driven content, I mean, it's like, if they were to sit with you for 10 minutes and pay you, what would you provide them with? So you can have short forms, you can have long forms, you can have like little text, but is the content that you're giving them actually real value? Do they see you as an expert because of that? Or are you just filling the gaps to be on social media? Okay. Now, this is the thing that I wanted to talk to you about, lead magnets. Now, would you pay someone else for the same lead magnet? And this is only if you're doing lead magnets, but if you have a lead magnet, you are providing, or the advice you are providing. So if you're giving content, would you, for that same content, pay somebody else? So if I were to give a lead magnet away, and I would not even pay for the information in the lead magnet, it's not good enough. Okay. I'm not saying you have to pay thousands of dollars for the lead. It might be a lowish ticket or a mid-tier ticket. The higher the value, of course, the better. But you must feel that you would be able to pay for exactly the same thing and actually find value in it. So that's very important. Don't just provide content, or don't just provide a lead magnet for the sake of providing something, because it doesn't happen. And I've done this a few times. Like, I don't have the time. Let's just quickly get something out of the door, and it's not worth it. And that really, really does bad for your reputation, because people go around, it's like, this is not really worth it, this is not value driven. Whereas if I'm actually giving what I really perceived as value, they would actually be telling everybody. It's like, have you seen this? Have you tried this? Have you gone for that? And that's what you want. So if you don't have something, a lead magnet or the advice you're providing on all your content platforms, if it's not worth it, you might need to rethink it. Okay. Now, very, very important as well. So we have, by now, you might have think, okay, we need to provide them content. We need to have all our links there. We need to have a call to action. But where are we actually sending them? Are we sending them somewhere we can actually get their email address or get their contact information, or push them to a sequence we want them to follow? Okay, that's very important as well. And then, is there a follow-up sequence? Maybe they actually went through the first sequence and they weren't ready to buy, or they were still thinking about it. They might need to know, like, and trust you more. The KLT sequence, for instance. So is there a sequence which helps them know, like, and trust you more, and actually build a relationship with you and want the product more, and actually then go and buy it? If not, again, this is something just to enhance sales. So, and I must stop here just for a second. If this sounds a lot, because sometimes it can be, okay, so you want me to do profile banners and social media and content and a lead magnet and a sequence and a funnel and a follow-up sequence. What else? It's just too much. I'm just putting everything out here. Start with one thing. Start with the content you're putting out there. Start with giving value. Start with just showing you're an expert. Once you get a roll of that, then make sure you have call to actions. Then make sure you're sending them somewhere where you actually grab their email addresses or send them through a type of funnel. Once that is in place, then you start looking at, okay, well, this isn't working good enough. I need to go and follow up. I need to start making sure that people that didn't buy the first day or wasn't interested the first time need to be followed up. So again, this is just the whole picture, but you can break it down systematically. Okay. So just quickly to revise, do you have all your captions on all your content? Is your call to action on your social media profiles and on your banners? That's very important. Then, are you providing value-driven content? And is your lead magnet or content of value? Okay, so that's one bucket. Then the next bucket is like, are you grabbing their email addresses or pushing them through a sequence? Are you pushing them to a follow-up sequence afterwards to make sure they don't maybe want to buy one of your products or services? And then do you keep providing them with value-driven content? So after they buy or after they gave you your email address, do you have them in a group or in a social media place or in a community or on a newsletter where you actually keep providing them with constant value so that they keep coming back, right? And they see you as an expert, because there's a lot of people that don't buy even in the first 30 times I think they see you, they only buy thereafter. So you need to keep that that interaction with them. Okay, so where are you sending the leads? Oh, I already just said this. Okay, so are you sending them to a group or a squeeze page for your lead magnet where you're grabbing their emails? Even a low ticket offer, if you don't want to give them something free, do you have like a $7 or $29 or something to offer them that they can buy that you can then follow up afterwards? An application form, if you're doing more high ticket value offers, can they maybe just apply to speak to you or apply to enroll with your course? And then, or are you just sending them to some type of funnel where you get their actually email address or contact details, or where they can actually join their community? Okay, so please just don't send them. If you're an affiliate, maybe you're an affiliate promoter and you just want to send them to somebody else's page, you're losing out if you don't grab something from them, like grab their email address or grab their contact details or get them in a community where you want them. If you simply just push them to somebody else where they can buy, you're losing out because you can never resell to them. You can't sell something similar to them. You can't upsell to them. You're losing out. Or if they don't buy the first time, you can't follow up with them afterwards. So please always try to get their, just get their email address or something at least, or get them in a community. So there's different ways. You can do something really simple, like this is a squeeze-based funnel. You give a headline, you paste a picture or a video, get their email and the submit button, right? And a thank you page. It's really, really easy. You don't have to go all out and make something very fancy especially in the beginning. If you're grown, I would definitely say you need to get something bigger and better going. But again, even if you're starting out with a new client avatar and you don't have everything built yet, just get somebody or something like a lead squeeze page just to get their email addresses while you're busy building the bigger things. Okay, so this is quite important. This was the application funnel we were talking about. So you might have a reverse squeeze page and then an application form where they fill in their details and just a thank you page. And I usually have a little follow-up sequence with emails, etc. Okay. This is the affiliate one. So if you do have an affiliate offer that you're promoting, rather get them to just put in their email address, get them with a headline, an email, and a submit. Then you can send a follow-up automation. Just send them to a thank you page with a get the video button. And if they click on the button, they will actually go to an affiliate offer. Okay. So now, how do we get, or how do you get new daily leads? What are the different options? Okay, so you've got joint ventures, you've got affiliate marketing, you've got direct messaging, cold outreach, email marketing, paid ads, social media marketing, content marketing, SEO, like for your websites and blogs, etc., and referral programs. How many of those are you actually currently doing? Carl, I'm going to put you on the fire here. Can you give me an idea? Is it between 1 or 3, 3 or 5, 5 and 8, or 8 and 10?
Probably 4 of them, I think.
Okay, well, that's halfway there because I think we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got precisely 10. Okay, so you're halfway there. What do you think would happen if you would increase the amount that you're doing for those 4, or even just add a new one? Would you think you would get new leads daily?
I would hope so.
And we would all hope so.
I would hope so.
Yes. So even if you just increase on what you're doing, the amount of what you're doing, say you, for instance, do, I'm taking an example. If you're doing email marketing currently and you're pushing an email out once every month, if you start pushing out more emails, especially more content-driven emails, and then an offer, even different offers, like sections of your offers, other offers that might be upsell or a cross sell, etc., you would actually make more money. So, and that's where it's very important. And you might actually get new leads in as well, people that haven't purchased from you, that's just like checking her out. So that product wasn't ideal for them, but oh, they might actually like this product you're promoting now. So that's why I say the more you put in, the more you get out as well. So even if you're if you're doing all that you can with 4 of these, you might need to start doing number 5. if you're not doing all that you can on the 4, start increasing the 4, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's just a little like what everything is. So joint ventures, when you collaborate with somebody, you promote me now, I promote you later. Affiliate marketing is where somebody earns a commission because they actually promoted your item. So you give a percentage of the sales. Direct messaging or DMs, that's through social media, especially on Instagram, Facebook, things like that, LinkedIn. Cold outreach is when you get a list of people, or you buy a list of prospects, etc., and you start phoning them or reaching out to them social media. Email marketing, of course, is we just send emails through segmented, targeted campaigns. Paid advertising is anything Google, Facebook, LinkedIn ads, and specific demographics. These days you get TikTok ads as well. Social media marketing is like to engage through them through social media and share valuable content, and then ask the call to action type of thing. Contests, etc. as well. Content marketing is where you do videos on YouTube or blogs or webinars or podcasts with other people, and then you have your call to action. SEO is, of course, very important on your website, so that Google will, if you search on Google, it will actually rate you higher, so they will open your website. Events and marketing, this can be real life or online. So Carl, you mentioned, for instance, that you go to schools and prevent these little kid workshops, so that's perfect. Can you do more of them? Can you go to other schools? Can you do more workshops? Can you do more events? Can you do online webinars for the moms that can't be there, like in the evenings? And then a referral program as well for existing customers. Maybe if they refer you, they will get a percentage of, etc., etc. Okay, so the 10 times 10 marketing rule. And I'm actually going to end off this with this slide, and we'll tackle the rest next week. And I'll just do some questions and answers with Carl. But so the 10 times 10 marketing rule is actually to create 10 topics. So what you do is you identify 10 key topics that resonate with your target audience or your ideal client's avatar, right? These should be areas where you have expertise and that align with your products or services. And then for those, you create 10 pieces of content for each of those topics. So for each of those 10 topics, you create 10 different pieces of content, right? And this includes blog posts, videos, podcasts, infographics, etc. So the result at the end of this is having 100 unique pieces of content by following this rule. You end up with 100 unique pieces of content that can be shared across various platforms and channels. And a very cool platform that you can use is answerthepublic.com. Now, I actually just opened this a bit earlier to just give an example. And I asked it to provide me information about funnel marketing in the United States. And here I get a lot of ideas. So I can easily grab any 10 of these and create 10 pieces of content within these. Now, before I do leave you with this information, I want to say that with this, and I'm hoping it's the next slide, maybe. Yes. Okay. This is where we're going to end. So there are 3 types of content buckets. Your long form video type, and this is the way I break it down, right? A lot of the marketers might see it differently, but this is the best way I found to work with clients for information and content. The first one you have is your long form video content. So that's your YouTube videos, webinar, group coaching sessions, courses, podcasts, any type of thing that's audio or video. Okay. Then short form videos is your TikTok reels, your YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, Facebook reels. And why don't put them together with the long form content? It's because it's very difficult to have the same type of content in a 1 minute video for a short or an Instagram reel than you do have within an hour or 30-minute YouTube video. First of all, it's landscape versus portrait. Second of all, it might be out of context. So I do place them in different buckets. So you've got your long form videos and then your short form videos. Okay. And then I use the combination of the two and create everything else. So instead of working hours and hours to do YouTube video and a LinkedIn post and blogs and a Facebook post and Instagram post and community posts and newsletters and email newsletters and everything around that, I'm going to show you next week how to use those long form videos or short form videos and create everything else. And that is where you can save time. So you have to create one long form content and a few short form videos, because those are doing really good. If you're not doing TikTok or YouTube shorts or Instagram reels or Facebook reels, you're losing out at the moment. Those are really, really hot topics and they get viewed quite a lot. So I would say a long form type, definitely a short form type. And I'll show you how to use AI to do everything else, making it very easy. And with this being said as well, if you do one YouTube video a week currently, can you 10x that? No, that's a bit crazy, right? You can't do 10 videos a week. It will just, you will have too much time taken away from you. But what if I tell you, can you 2x that in the next month? Instead of doing one YouTube video a week, can you do 2 YouTube videos a week? If you're not doing any type of long form video or content a week or a month, can you start somewhere? Can you say, okay, let's start with one long form content every 2 weeks? And then next month, we make it one every week. And then the month after that, we make it 2 every week. Do you understand? So we do want to focus on only one platform, but the more platforms we do with the same type of content, the more eyes we get. And the more eyes we get, the more they see our call to action. The more they see our call to action, the more they're going to opt in wherever we send them, and the more leads or prospects we're going to get. And that is why it's so important to actually do this nitty-gritty that we don't like. Okay. All right. I'm probably going to end this video right now for everybody else. So if you want to join me, remember to jump on in next week, Tuesday, 11 EST. And I'm going to start doing some Q&As with Carl. Have a great day.